What's up, team? Coach Ryan here. And today, guys, I want to talk to you guys about positive rage. Positive rage. Using that anger inside, all right? That rage you have inside. On all different circumstances, we all go through certain things in life, and we have things that anger us, all right? But I'm going to teach you guys how to use that rage and make it a positive in your life, all right? I believe most people, they use all the trauma, all the things they've gone through in their life, and they let it be an anchor that holds them down forever and never allows them to get anywhere because they're constantly letting this negative rage pull them down, all right? Which leads to like depression, anger. It could lead to substance abuse, trying to hide it, all right? Instead of embracing what you've gone through and accepting what you've gone through and learning from it. And when you do that, you turn it into positive rage. Right? Maybe you've had a lot of trauma in your childhood and things were hard, they were challenging, they were difficult. And guess what? Maybe it's been holding you back for a long time. Well, guess what? You have to be a person that looks and reflects on that childhood trauma and says, guess what? I'm never going to do that. I'm never going to let those things bring me down in my life. And I'm never going to spill those things into my children's life, into my spouse's life. I'm going to learn from those things and I'm never going to do them. But guess what? I'm going to let those things that happen to me propel me. That energy that I feel inside, that's why I'm going to work hard. That's why I'm going to get after it more than everybody. Because guess what? I know what real pain feels like. And guess what? I never want to feel it again. So I'm going to put that work in. I'm going to get after it and I'm going to give it my all every single day. So you're harnessing that anger inside to propel you to new heights. You're reminding yourself of that rage you have inside. But guess what? You're not going to hold yourself back from it. You're going to learn from it, and you're going to let that be what propels you to new heights. All right. You got to learn how to harness the bad things that have gone into your life and let that be a positive thing that you learn from. Make it your advantage. Make your disadvantages become your advantages that you could use to actually take you beyond what you're capable of doing, because you remind yourself of those things and let that be the positive energy, that rage, that energy inside that actually gives you the juice, the fuel inside to keep going every single day. All right. And there's some examples I want to talk to you guys about, like Michael Jordan being cut from his basketball team when he was a kid. He let that propel him and turn him into one of the greatest ones. He didn't say, oh, I got cut, I'm going to quit, I'm going to give up. He said, no, you want to cut me? Well, I'm going to outwork everybody. I'm going to outwork everybody. All right. I'm going to put that work in every single day and make sure I'm the greatest and they remember my name. Right? Kobe Bryant. When he lived in Italy most of his life, guess what? He came back to the States. He was basically a foreigner. And guess what? People treated him differently. Guess what? He said, oh, you want to treat me differently? Well, I'll isolate myself and become one of the greatest basketball players to ever live. All right? He didn't say, oh, no one wants to be my friend. Oh, okay. You'll remember my name. You're going to want to be my friend because I'm going to be the greatest basketball player that comes out of these states, right? When you use these things inside, that anger you, that upset you as your fuel, it's one of the most powerful fuels and energy you could possibly use, right? So if you've gone through traumatic trauma as a child, let that fuel you. If you've been divorced and you've been kind of, you've had a lot of relationship issues and stuff like that and people treating you bad, well, guess what? You wake up every day to prove to them that you are the greatest, that you are the best, and you're never going to let them defeat you, all right? You're going to wake up and you're going to put that work in so that they could see you shine. You let that energy inside, that anger inside, be a positive that propels you to new heights every single day. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? If you could harness this, let those things you've been through in your life, those negative experiences, and make them positives and learn from them. Learn from it. Let it be your ultimate fuel, because if you could flip a perspective in how you view negative things in your life and turn them into positives, you are going to win. And that's what I call positive rage. So most of us, we go through so much trauma, so much heartbreak in our lives, but most people let that hold them back. Let that be the anchor that defeats them every single day. Instead of saying, oh, I've been through that. Well, guess what? Today, I'm going to make sure everything I do, every action I do moves me far away from that. And everyone that was a part of holding me back, they're going to see me shine. They're going to see it. And guess what? It's okay to rub it in their face and let them see you shine. Because guess what? you're never going to go back to those things. You're never going to experience it because you're taking control of your life. You're taking control of your emotions and your anger inside and letting that propel you to new heights. All right. So flip the way you view negative anger and all these things that hinder people forever, and let that be your superpower. Let that be a weapon that can't stop you, because guess what? If you remind yourself of that stuff, that's going to motivate you. That's going to motivate you. I think most people try to suppress those things, try to hide those things instead of brace it. Speak about it. And then guess what? You're honest about it. And guess what? That's going to propel you. That's going to fuel you. That's going to give you energy. I want you to be someone who uses your rage, your anger to take you to new heights, guys. And if you can master positive rage, turning that anger inside of you into a positive, you are going to dominate in everything you do. Because the ones that are able to flip it and use it into a positive energy to make them better, they're the ones that win. The ones that constantly use that rage as a negative, as an anchor to hold them back, you're never going to go anywhere. You have to be able to flip that perspective. So I encourage you guys to analyze your life. All the things that upset you, anger you, and are holding you back, try to learn how to harness that and make it a positive energy that gives you fuel. Because if you do that, it's going to be the ultimate force in your life, and nothing is ever going to stand in your way. All right. So guys, I want you guys to look at all the disadvantages that you've gone through in your life and turn them into advantages that allow you to dominate and to win. If you guys could do that, you are going to do everything you dream of in this life, because guess what? I think that positive rage is like jet fuel for anyone if you learn how to develop it and to turn it into a superpower. So guys, I encourage you to not use that anger and rage inside of you to debilitate you, to make you make bad decisions. I want you to use that anger to make good decisions, to make you better, to expand yourself, and to make it a fuel inside. So guys, I encourage you guys to live with positive rage and to crush everything in your path. So I want you guys to be great and dominate and to keep living that Fit in 42 life. Make positive rage your advantage, all right? Make that rage your advantage.